Is ready for questions. We'll start here on the front row.
KJ, we talk about the impressive season you had next year. Tony Reese, WTVM out of Columbus, Georgia, man. Just kind of been following your game for a while. Just really, what do you hope to improve on this season?
Just becoming a better passer, stretching the ball down the field, getting playmakers the ball, letting them make plays, and also just owning the offense, going up to the line of scrimmage, checking out the plays, re-IDing the mic, stuff like that is going to help me prepare for the next level.
Second row on the right.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. KJ, how seriously did you consider ending your college football career after last season, and what were sort of the factors that led to you coming back to Arkansas for another year?
The factors that led me coming back was I didn't get to play in some of the big SEC games due to injury, so I just wanted to come back and be able to give this state and my teammates another shot at being able to just go out there and help my teammates win and become successful.
Left side, second row.
Clint Schweitzer from Starcade Media in Kansas City. KJ, your career really got started 3 years ago against Missouri in that game, and since then you guys have kind of traded victories and had a tough loss here this last season to Missouri. Just talk about what that rivalry's been like playing against Mizzou, considering your career started against the Tigers.
It's been really fun. I mean, like you said, it's going back and forth each and every year, and it's a big rivalry for us. Also, it's a trophy game as well, so they just make everything put pressures on both teams to go out there and execute at a high level. So, I mean, it's been really fun. I enjoy the rivalries that we have with Missouri, and just looking forward to being a great turnout this year.
Second row, right side.
Hey, KJ, several new transfer quarterbacks in the league this season. What's some advice you would give maybe a guy at your position who's coming in playing the SEC for the first time?
Being able to get in, establish a bond, a relationship with your coaching staff first, and then also just let that bond just trickle down to the players and the teammates. Just come in and just work and just grind. I mean, the main thing is you want to establish a relationship with each and every one of your receivers, each and every one of your teammates. So when y'all do take the field, y'all have that bond together. When adversity hits y'all, y'all don't separate. Y'all just come together as one.
Left side, second row.
Hey, KJ, Bradley Davis with WAPT in Jackson. So being from Mississippi, is there one of those schools that when you get a chance to play them, you're a little bit more fired up, getting to come home?
For sure. Being from the state of Mississippi, you got Ole Miss and Mississippi State, so those games I always circle on my calendar whenever we get a chance to play them, just because I'm from Mississippi and it just means a lot more to me.
Left side, third row.
Billy Jones, KCU 88.1 FM Columbia. KJ, obviously a change in offensive coordinator and really a change of system with Enos coming in. Can you talk us through a little bit what that offense is going to look like schematically and how you see yourself playing in it next year?
This system is very pro-style. It's a lot slower than how we been in the previous years. Also, just being able to, in this offense, it's a lot on the quarterback. I have a lot more freedom to do different things, audible out of different plays and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's fun to be in, and also just a learning tool for me just for the next level.
Left side, third row.
Tyler Shaw with KBTX and College Station. KJ, what do you remember from that crazy finish and just that game against Texas A&M last year? And I guess how much are you looking forward to trying to get your revenge this year?
Thing I remember is the play that I had that still sticks with me to this day that I had down in the red zone. This year, I mean, just being able to just focus on the small details, trust myself, don't second guess myself, and when the time comes, I know I prepare for that moment and don't let the moment be too big for me.
Front row.
Katie, you mentioned earlier, of course, a new offensive coordinator coming in with Dan Enos, and you said it's a more pro-style system. How have you acclimated to this system in comparison to the Kendall Briles offense last year?
This system right here requires a lot more film work and also just going out there and putting myself in a position, calling different plays and calling different formation when I'm the only person out there on the field, just getting into my mindset and just being able to be familiar with the plays and the formations and everything. And then also just having guys come in and run these certain different routes that we have that's new from the previous system that we had.
On the aisle, third row.
KJ, kind of going off the, first of all, John Sokoloff with WCBI, kind of going off the Mississippi question there. I know Oxford, right down the road from you, you're going to have a chance to play them again this year. I mean, what was it like 2 years ago, going back there to kind of play against them? And I know you were 1-1 against Ole Miss, so what would it mean to go 2-1 and ultimately win the quote-unquote series against the Rebels, your hometown team?
Oh, it mean a lot. I mean, just like you said, Oxford is right down the road from me, so I kind of look at that as a homecoming for me, just being able to come back and have a lot of my fans and friends and family come out and just be able to support me and just give me that edge and just being able to come out and support me. But also, like you said, the series, just being able to try to come out victorious that game and just knowing that we won the series 2-1, like you said.
Left side, back row.
Hey, KJ, Jamal Kennedy, WSFA 12 Sports in Montgomery, Alabama. This fall, you guys will travel back to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. 2 years ago, that was such a close game. What do you remember about that atmosphere inside Bryant-Denny Stadium that Saturday?
It was very fun. I mean, what college football is about. I mean, the atmosphere, very chaotic, very fun to play in, the environment, the atmosphere, and also just being able to make sure my guys don't just divide, just come together, and then just also just remember that this is the game that we love to play, and it's only a game, not letting the moment get too big for us.
Back row again.
KJ, Vince Ferrara, 99.1, the sports animal in Knoxville. I know quarterbacks. A lot of you guys know each other. There's that fraternity there. What do you know? Do you know Joe Milton? And what do you think about his game?
I don't personally know him that well, but I watched highlights of him, different games that he has played in. Very strong arm, talented, very intelligent as well. I really admire his game, and I mean, I like the way he plays the game at the quarterback position.
Second row, right side.
KJ, you'd lost some heartbreakers to Auburn earlier in your career. This past season, that game was one-sided, especially in the second half. Arkansas took control. What was the significance of that? What did that feel like to be able to get the upper hand over a team that had beaten you in some close games earlier in your career?
It felt really good. I mean, just knowing that my teammates and the preparation that we had that week, just going into the game, that we wanted to dominate the first time we stepped out there on the field and not leaving it to the referee's hands or just go out there and just play our brand of football. And, I mean, that's what we did from the start to the finish of the game.
Final two questions, second row, and then we'll go to the front.
KJ, there's a lot of rabid fan bases, of course, in the SEC, Arkansas being right up there at the top. Can you just talk about your time in Fayetteville, what makes that a great experience in the SEC?
The fan base of Arkansas is just unbelievable. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I made my decision to go to Arkansas was because of the fan base, the environment, the people. They treat you like family. They treat you like one of their own. I just fell in love with it, and it just feel like home to me.
Front row.
Hey, Stidham, AP and Kelly, as we see at syndicated radio. KJ, when you want to get better, who would you turn on and watch on the film?
I look at a lot of guys from NFL standpoint. I look at Jalen Hurts a lot, Patrick Mahomes. I look at him a lot, and Joe Burrow as well. Just from a technical standpoint, just with his footwork, I feel like he has the best footwork between all the quarterbacks in the league right now. Just being able to just watch those guys and critique those guys and then go out to the field or out in the sand and just work on those different things that help me prepare myself for the upcoming season.
KJ, thank you very much.
Thank
Solid
y'all.
job.